What's up, guys? So I've been pondering uh, the future rebuild that I'm going to do in the Tahoe, trying to decide on exactly what I'm doing and what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to take you guys and show you something that I'm studying on. Um, so right here, you can see the Slapz Audio Smackdown version 2 18-inch drivers, 3,500 watts RMS. Uh, these things are absolute monsters, monster drivers. Um, so they're rated at 3,500 watts RMS. You got a 4-inch, 4-layer black coated voice coil. They're dual twos, so you get 1 ohm in parallel or 4 ohms in series. Um, so yeah, pressed paper cone, carbon fiber dust cap, high roll surround, 400 ounce Y35 quad stack magnet, double layer Nomex spider packs. These are nasty good subs. They're 70 pounds a piece. Uh, they have an FS of 27 hertz. For those of you guys who like lows, well, including myself, this thing does lows. A QTS of 0.64, meaning it's going to be pretty happy in a relatively large enclosure. 24.89 PL, X max of 32 millimeters one way. Um, this is the part that's interesting to me down here, though. So, a 5.4 to 5.9 cubic foot enclosure recommended. Now, the way I've always done this is whenever you have a range of cubic feet recommendation, um, if I'm going to be putting the power on it that it is suggested it should be able to handle, in this case, 3,500 watts RMS, that maximum number, then I would lean towards that 5.4. However, if I were going to be putting, say, 2,000 watts on this sub or less, I would probably lean toward the 5.9. So, whenever you want to go hard at its RMS rating or higher, you want to clamp down on that enclosure a little bit so you can keep control of the subwoofer. Um, that's basically how I roll with that. And of course, Slapz does say that the 5,000 watt 5K at 1 ohm is perfect for these subs because after impedance rise, it's going to be right in the sweet spot and you will get full mechanical travel out of the sub with this amplifier. Now, I wonder if I'm in any of those. No, not in any of those. Anyway, of course, Slapz also does sell the 5K amplifier, which is what I would recommend running. If we go over here. Now, these guys, by the way, this monster sub is $529. And if you use discount code CAE, you'll knock a chunk off of that, a nice chunk when you go to the cart. So let's look at that because I'm pondering things. What if I put, say, 4 of those in a cart? Okay, let's put 4 of those in the cart. All right, and then let's go over here. 4. Let's go over here to amplifiers. And let's go down to the 5K. All right, 5K. The Slapz Audio Shock 5K version 1. And it is a version 2. It's a full bridge amplifier at 259. Then there's also the SCD 5K, and it is technically two half bridge amps working together. This thing is much larger physically than the Shock 5K, so it's big. But I don't know. It's a little more expensive. For now, we're just going to use this. We're going to use this because it's a known thing. I haven't had any issues whatsoever with the shock amps. So if we went in there and we did 4 of those, so that's 4 5,000 watt amplifiers, 4 3,500 watt RMS 18-inch subwoofers at 27 hertz. Stupid amount of ridiculousness here. Let's add those to cart. Now, that's a pricey setup, but still way less expensive than a lot would be. So with the 4 amps and the 4 subs, we're at $3,159. So if we go down here, take that $3,159. If we go down here and use CAE on the coupon code, and then go to checkout, we went from $3,159 down to $3,000. So we saved $200 by using that discount code. Now, I want you to, here's your assignment, right? I want you to go find your favorite subwoofer out there, your favorite manufacturer, and pick up 4 18-inch 3,500 watt RMS subwoofers and 4 5,000 watt, real 5,000 watt full bridge amplifiers. Put them in a cart and see if you can get all of that for less than $3,000. That's all I got to say. Now you say, well, yeah, but it would be better. Really? Really? Because I've been beating on Slapz subs now for 4 years, and I've yet to have one break in any way whatsoever. I haven't even had a surround come loose. And I mean, when I say beating on them, I mean beating the brakes off of them. I push them way, way hard. I clip the amps hard. I clip the subs hard. I push them for hours at a time, doing demo after demo after demo, full tilt boogie. And they have simply said, let's go. Let's go. Right? I don't know what else to tell you, you know. But anyway, this is kind of what I'm pondering right here. Right here. So you guys know what's going on. That's what I got in my brain. Might do something slightly different in amplifiers, but that's the basics of what I got in my brain. Now, what I'm thinking about is what kind of enclosure I'm going to do. A 6-order, 4 is a lot, man. I mean, hang on. So we're looking at, what was it? Yeah, 5.5 cubic feet of airspace. That's 22 cubic feet of airspace. That's a lot of airspace. That means I would need to have a chamber of 22 cubic feet plus ports, braces, all that stuff coming up into the top chamber on a 6. And that's a big port too. It'd be a large port, and it would need to go down and turn and come down this way. It would be tricky. Or I could do a 4th. And I don't mean a high ratio 4th either. I mean like a 1-to-1 or a 1 to 1.3, 1.2, something like that. Slightly larger top chamber than bottom chamber, but real close to 1-to-1. And then that would give me 22 cubic feet internal sealed side. And then I would need 22 cubic feet of top ported side as well for that 1-to-1. I mean, it would be in that range. So that's 44 cubes of airspace I would need. And I haven't ever built a fourth. I haven't ever built a sixth either. So I'm really nervous about the investment of building a sixth. Even though I know I can get that designed and get a good design and do it, I've never done it. And I don't want it to fail, right? I don't want it to be crap. Because so for some people, building a sub enclosure is a weekend job. And then if it fails, they can just build another one next week if they have to. For me, that's not even remotely close to being the case. I can probably build it in a week with my health and everything, but it's also going to take a bunch of investment and money and materials and whatnot. Then I have to load everything, get it in there and test it, and tearing it back out is as big of an undertaking as doing an entire rebuild. So I don't really want to take any chances. I'm really pondering just doing a fourth. I've heard some really nasty loud fourths. So I got to do a little more research on that. But I'm just giving you guys a heads up as to what's going on in my brain. And if you need some ridiculously awesome subwoofers, amplifiers, wires, there's a bunch of stuff besides that. Really, really good equipment at a really good price. Head over to Slapz Audio. Use discount code CAE. Save some money and help support the channel. And I think you'll be very pleased with what you get. Everybody that I've talked into buying some Slapz gear has been nothing but praises. They're all like, man, I wish I had stumbled upon this stuff sooner because damn, this is good stuff. And I didn't even pay half of what I would have paid for other stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, if you hadn't already done it, slap that subscribe and that like button. But for now, guys, peace.